Yo, peace to the guys on earth. Reflected light from the melanated mystic, BaBaJi. So reflection, Babylon. Babylon is a mind state because we know that all is mental. The kingdom of heaven is up here. Is knowing that you are God. Babylon is a mind state. See, what Babylon is the 7 deadly sins. And see, the black man is God, the melanated being, the original being is God. And we are in a system, right, that we call Babylon. It's a system that we've created with the European mindset and with the lower self mindset to live out of tune with nature and to kill, steal, and destroy. That's what the devil came here to do, is kill, steal, and destroy. And we've created a society off of capitalism that pretty much that it is running off of ignorance. And in these schools, they do not teach you divine knowledge of self. They're actually programming us to become cancer cells, to become cancer of the earth. That's why we say, I love myself, because we realize that we are cells inside of our own body. And you are inside your own body. Just like you are a little human, a cell, just as the birds and the bees, everything is energy, reflection. So if you look at everything as energy, the ants, from the ants to the antelope, it's all pockets of energy. And all roads lead to the source. Everything is the sun. But the thing is, what Babylon is a tumor on top of the earth. And it kills, steals, and destroys and sucks the energy like a vampire, sucks the energy from the earth. And it's funding a system of ignorance. And actually, when you are born into this system, it's like the Matrix, when Morpheus is talking about how you're born in the Matrix. You know something's wrong, you know something's off. And when you're born, you're put in a box, you put in a crib, and then you go from that box to another box, which is the school system, which is a little prison system that programs you and gives you GMO food and GMO knowledge. See, what we are is the sun, but we are on different frequencies of the sun. And the light is information. And there's also misinformation, or lower forms of information, which is GMO, genetically modified organism, genetically modified information. So if there's the truth, right, and you're only getting a little bit of the truth, the schools only teach you a little bit, there's still a lot more to learn, reflection, to become your greatest version, your higher self. But when you are told these things and you told that just work for money, get a good job, and you're not taught divine knowledge of self, then we'll find ourselves, reflection, being batteries to a system that doesn't matter, a system that destroys itself. That's why you see disease, that's why you see sickness, that's why you see people killing each other. And this is, Babylon is the lower self's domain. Lower self, low vibrational activity goes on in Babylon. So if you look at the cancer cells, you look how we are just building buildings on top of nature and not being fruitful, not producing anything, not planting seeds, not going into a concrete jungle. And you can see how that is counterproductive, reflection. So Babylon is the 7 deadly sins. And how to escape and to leave Babylon is to do it mentally with divine knowledge of self. See, if you know better, you'll do better. If you know you are God, reflection, you are going to be God. But if you don't know you're God, you're going to have a false identity and an alter ego that says, oh, I'm a police officer, Oh, I'm a school teacher. Oh, I'm a lawyer. Oh, I'm a banker. Oh, I'm this and that. I'm human, reflection. I am nature. I am God. I am the sun. I am thought that came from, I'm Allah. I come from nothingness, from the darkness. I'm projecting my reality. I understand what's going on here. Babylon is the 7 deadly sins. And it's just a painful expression of source. See, we're bringing the kingdom of heaven. We're bringing heaven to earth. But there's a lot of reflections, and I used to be there. There's a lot of us still living in hell, and we're here to show you how to not live in hell, how to get out of hell. And we know that the melanated being is God. We know we all come from melanated beings. So for us to want to stay in the system and become like the European, for us to, we're not being treated right. Humans are not treating humans right. And if we're not being treated right, we're disconnected from who we really are. We're disconnected from knowing we're God, we're nature. So we in the house all day, we in boxes all day, we had to work all day for paper, instead of connecting back to the source, connecting back to the sun. And if we want to stay in that system where we're destroying ourselves, we can't blame the lower self for nothing that they do, because we hold the power. We can take the power. We are what funds the system. We're the ones giving energy to Babylon. All we have to do is leave, reflection. So you gotta let the dead bury the dead, reflection, and you go proclaim the kingdom of heaven. How you defeat Babylon is by doing it up here. It starts up here. All is mental. This is a holographic universe. So how you overcome your lower self is by stop feeding it. Stop paying attention to it. Stop having your thoughts in your mind on Babylon things, which is the 7 deadly sins. Keep your treasures in heaven. Store your treasures in heaven, not on earth. Stop chasing material things, reflection. And people that are caught up in it, you gotta detach from them and then feed them with the long spoon so they can free themselves and their minds. So peace to the gods on earth. I love myself.